Hey folks, how y'all doing today? Just in case you're wondering why I'm wearing the same shirt, I'm doing some woodworking, and I have certain clothes that go to when I'm doing working, and certain clothes that I wear when I'm working. That's because I unintentionally destroyed about 3 or 4 pairs of 511 pants because I came home from work and I just started directly working. The one I'm wearing right now is full of paint from like 3 years ago. So they get stained up. And those of you that don't know, 511 pants are usually about 50 to 80 bucks. I like them because they're durable, they're tactical. I'm not advertising for 511, by the way. I'm just letting you know why I like the pants. They're cargo pants. They're better than Walmart brand and anything like that. And I like the fact that um, they fit my needs as far as pockets, storage, flexibility, durability, and all that. So that's why I kind of, if you see me wearing the same dirty clothes over and over, it's because I'm doing some work in the basement or in the yard or something, and I only change those clothes so often because they're gonna get dirty anyway. But yeah, so got the clear to close today. Woot woot on the house. What does that mean? Clear to close mean that underwriting authorized the loan. In this case, it's a MISTA loan, so MISTA authorized the loan. Now, in the next couple of days, what will happen is the lender will publish the disclosure statements. They'll send the seller's disclosure and the buyer's disclosure statements, and that's for review. Those are the numbers, what's coming in, what's going out, who gets what, and how. So we're getting those titles, getting ready to do the closing. So we set it up, and we got the ball rolling on that. So contacted my seller, gave her the good news, and now unfortunately we have to wait till Friday. Fortunately, we are closing Friday, so yay. So a lot of things happen at the end. From a seller's point of view, you wait. You make sure nothing happens to the house. That's two. You keep the house clean, and if there's anything else left in the house, make sure it gets out. Unless obviously you're doing any kind of post-possession or anything like that. And then we review the seller's disclosure statements, make sure all the dollar signs go where they need to go, and go from there. In this case, it is a probate. So what would happen is, even though I already published the letter of authority, my seller would need to bring the official letter of authority, again, the original copy from the lawyers, and she would need to bring in the tax ID for the probate, because the check does not get cut directly to the person authorized to sell the property. The check gets cut to the probate, and then from probate it gets distributed. So that's the way it goes on the sell side. On the buy side, you're going to get a buyer's statement, buyer's disclosure statement, buyer's statement, and the two statements look alike, but the buyers also get the whole 50-page essay from the lender explaining the terms of the loans and everything else in between. And at that point, the buyer will have 48 hours. Actually, it depends on the way your purchase agreement's written, but usually it's 72 to 48 hours to conduct a walkthrough before closing. What that means is you get to walk the property and the house one more time and make sure nothing changed. The same appliances that you saw when you put in the offer are there, unless there was an agreement to upgrade or the appliances didn't come with the house. No holes in the wall, no missing doors, no broken windows, anything like that. So anything that changed between the time that you put in a purchase agreement until the time you close or you do the walkthrough, if there is a change, that could literally stop the closing. All right, it could literally stop the closing. So don't mess the house up. don't think that you're getting away with it. Because even after they do the closing and they go close on the house and they get the keys, they go look at the house, and then shit's missing from that point, they still have obligation to actually take you to court. And then at that point, you owe everybody money. So, on the buy side again, kicking the ball for my puppy. On the buy side again, do not purchase anything until after, even a few days after you sign the paperwork and close on the house and get the keys. Do not purchase anything. Do not buy a car. Do not buy furniture. Do not put anything on credit. Do not change your credit. The reason is because when you got pre-approved, they did a hard pull on your credit. So they pulled your credit once. During your just said the word a little bit ago, TBI kicking in. When the lenders are doing their thing, at the end, they're also going to pull your credit, all right, to make sure everything's good to go, no credit course changed. Underwriting, when they're doing their underwriting, they're going to pull your credit again. Some lenders do pull your credit the day of closing to see if anything changed, because there are people that think that that's it, it's done, deal is done. Deal is not done until you sign the paperwork, keys are in hand, titles change over to your name, which is usually, depending on how fast you or the title company sends the paperwork to the registered deeds. All right, deal's not done. The loan can get recalled or not issued. Okay, so don't buy anything, don't put anything on credit. If you have a payment that's going to be late, just call them. I'm not going to even say schedule it, because then I'm putting words in your mouth. Just let them know, hey, I'm closing on the house. I'm closing on this date. I'll make the payment on such and such date after close. I just want to make sure that it's not changing my, credit score. So make sure you do that, because we've had people get to the closing table and the lender calls the listing agent or the buyer's agent or the title company and says, stop the closing. We are recalling the loan because the credit score changed, or we found something, because lenders will continue to look. All right, this is not 2008 where everybody is getting a loan just like Oprah was passing out freaking Mitsubishis. All right, so lenders are doing a lot of due diligence, making sure that people can afford their loans before they put them in the homes, to avoid future foreclosures and stuff like that. So clear to close. Awesome, good to hear. And then had a meeting with NAR today, or at the office, about the NAR lawsuit. The cool thing about our brokerage is that we are way ahead of the curve. A lot of the processes that we have been doing since inception, which is about 5 years ago, are in line with what NAR is pushing out now. So kudos to my broker, James Maroli, and Daryl and everybody else over there for thinking ahead and putting us in a good spot. So our realtors, our salespeople, and our broker aren't really going to feel too much of a dip. There will be a little dip in operations or change, whatever you want to call it, but we're on a good boat. But yeah, just wanted to cover that, give you guys the good news, and then talk to you guys a little bit about what needs to be done and all that. So enjoy the rest of your day. You want to talk more about real estate processes and operations and how things are changing, give me a call, 810-209-4311. Check out my website, realtorjoeg.com, and send me an email, josephg@refacmi.com. And with that, enjoy the rest of your day, folks, and as always, God bless.